What if I told you that some of the biggest moments in history weren't just shaped by war or money or politics, but by words, images, and lies? This is the story of how propaganda shaped history and how it still shapes our world today. Propaganda. It's not just about posters or political ads. It's about controlling what people believe and how they feel. It uses emotion as fear, pride, hope, anger to get people to follow a certain idea. And when done right, it doesn't feel like brainwashing. It feels like the truth. That's what makes propaganda so powerful and dangerous. Let's go back in time to 1933. Adolf Hitler rises to power in Germany, not just with guns and tanks, but with words. The Nazi Party used propaganda to twist fear into hatred. They blamed Jews, communists, and others for Germany's problems. Posters showed perfect Aryan families, contrasting them with grotesque caricatures of their enemies. Good people turned into followers of hate because the message was repeated over and over again. Propaganda didn't just support the war, it made the war possible. Now you might be thinking, okay, but that was the Nazis. The democracies don't do that, right? Well, not so fast. In World War II, the US launched a full-scale propaganda campaign. Women were encouraged to work in factories, with images like Rosie the Riveter telling them, "We can do it." Men were pushed to enlist, with Uncle Sam pointing right at you from those posters. The message? Support the war or you're not a true American. This kind of messaging helped build unity, but it also led to fear. Propaganda gave people a reason to follow, even when it meant hurting others. Then came the Cold War, and propaganda took on a whole new form. This wasn't about convincing people to fight in the streets, it was about keeping them afraid every single day. In the United States, people were told, the Soviets want to destroy our way of life. Communists are hiding among us. In the Soviet Union, citizens were told, the West wants to destroy us. Fear became the message. It's a lot harder to think critically when you're worried about a nuclear bomb dropping on your house. Fast forward to today. Propaganda doesn't look like old posters anymore. It looks like viral videos, memes, tweets. It's in your Instagram feed and on your TikTok For You page. It spreads faster than ever. And it's harder to recognize. Governments, companies, and even individuals use modern tools to shape opinions. Think about it, emotional headlines, manipulated images, fake stories shared millions of times. Most of the time, we don't even realize we're being influenced. That's how propaganda works now. It's subtle, it's everywhere, and it's incredibly effective. So why do we fall for it? Why is propaganda so effective? Well, it's because it speaks to our emotions. It taps into our deepest fears and desires. We all want to feel safe. We all want to belong. We all want to believe we're on the right side. So when someone gives us a simple message with a clear enemy and a clear answer, well, it's tempting to believe, even if it's not true. Throughout history, propaganda has started wars, justified invasions, turned neighbors into enemies, made ordinary people commit unthinkable acts. But here's the thing, propaganda has also been used for good. It's inspired movements, it's fought against injustice, it's a tool. And like any tool, it can be used for good or evil. Propaganda is still everywhere, but now you know how it works. Next time you see a message that makes you angry or scared, ask yourself, who made this? Why do they want me to believe it? Because when you start asking questions, you take back the power to think for yourself. Words can build or destroy. Images can open minds or close them. The world you see has been shaped by messages carefully designed to control what you believe. But the truth, that's something you have to find for yourself. Question everything. Think critically. The world is a tapestry of stories, each thread woven together to create the bigger picture. But sometimes those threads are manipulated, dyed in the colors of someone else's agenda. By understanding propaganda, by recognizing its influence, we can begin to untangle those threads to see the world with clearer eyes. Thanks for watching.